Before a cure for a disease is presented to the world, studying how it affects the body is done for years in labs like the John Atkinson Lab at Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis. As part of the Division of Rheumatology, scientist Catherine Tristan studies the immune system, how it regulates itself, and a particular facet called the complement system. She's been doing this for the past 40 years.
What we do is study this part of the immune system which complements the antibody system.
Recently, while collaborating with scientist Dr. Claudia Kemper from the National Institutes of Health, a major discovery was made.
She was publishing a paper on use of T cells. T cells float around the blood, they're an immune system cell, and she happened to find out that it has this component C3. So she published her paper on that and left it that way. But we wanted to explore more. What do you mean the cell has C3, this new protein inside of it, and how much of it, does that work?
C3 is normally made by the liver to patrol the bloodstream to help the body fight off illness. But they found that each individual cell has its very own store of C3 that it uses for its survival.
It can be used to create an immune system inside the cell. So it's a totally different intracellular system.
It's like a hidden immune arsenal that each cell has at its disposal to help it survive, and no one knew about it.
No one would have guessed an immune system protein could be broken down to be used as fuel for the cell. So that was quite surprising, but also quite fascinating.
Over a 3-year period, Tristan, along with Kemper and other scientists from around the world, studied C3 within each cell.
We finally published it in a very prestigious immunity journal and got quite a stir of people going, wow, we didn't know that inside the cell could also have a system of defense such as this.
Because of these new findings, Tristan says a medicine could potentially be developed that helps increase C3 if a cell is deficient, or even lower the amount if levels are too high. More research is needed, but a huge step was made.
You could take a look at cancer and say, cancer tends to make more of different proteins to protect itself. Are the cancer cells making more of this C3 in order to fight off natural defenses? These are questions we just need to find out because it's so early in this discovery. Could it also have an effect on understanding and in defeating cancer ultimately?
The way this new intracellular immune system will be applied remains to be seen. It's now up to scientists around the world to figure out how they can use this information in their research.
But like all discoveries, what is going to be the impact? What is going to be the ultimate use in therapeutics? Those are the fun things that we're finding out. Its further definition will be part of the fun of figuring out what's it do, why was that even invented? Why does the cell have this?
It's a scientific discovery for the record books, and certainly on the top of Tristan's favorite moments list.
Scientists are always looking for that eureka moment, and there's so few because it's such a labor. You do an experiment, you repeat an experiment, it doesn't quite work out, you try this, try that. When I actually found that this was inside of the cell, I actually wrote in my lab book, Eureka! So it was my first real eureka moment. We've had lots of things that we've discovered over time, but something that no one really had discovered before. It's like going where no one has gone before.